there, Read 516. This is Dr. Keisler, and I wanted to spend a couple of minutes talking about our diagnostic reports. So a little bit of history. Read 516, and I've told you before, I haven't taught it online before, and I haven't taught it in about a year or so. So since I last taught it, the folks who've been teaching it updated some of the assignments. And one of the things that they put in was the diagnostic report. So I went ahead and I used the diagnostic report as they've been using the past 2 semesters. So you all did a really good job on turning them in. But as I was reading them, what I really noticed or felt was that it's kind of a repeat of what you're going to be doing when you get to 581. So I think what I'm going to do is offer you the choice to go back to the old assignment that I used to do when I taught 516, which is the assessment chart. So for the second student, you have a choice. If you've already started working on the diagnostic report and you want to go ahead and you want to continue, you can do that without any penalty at all. But if you would like to do the assessment chart instead, I'm going to give you that option, especially considering that you do have the RTI project coming up, and it's quite a bit of work, and the diagnostic reports are also quite a bit of work. And like I said, again, you wrote one already, you did a great job, and you're going to be focusing on writing these again when you get to 581. And so I'm not sure if 516 is actually the place where we need to write 2 of these. So if you take a look on Titanium and into the diagnostic report folder, you can see what the assessment chart looks like. So this is the template for the assessment chart. Let's take a look. All right, and so you'll see really what it does is you just go through each area that you assessed, and some of you are not assessing some of these areas, which is okay. It depends on the age of your student. And you just write in the assessment you gave. You give me your data. You give me your 2 strengths, and then you combine the needs and the recommendations. So because it's in a template chart form, it's a little bit more succinct. You don't need to do the write-up and the description of the domain itself. And you don't need to focus on, 2 needs and then a separate write-up for recommendations. So I've also included some samples for you if you would like to. I'm sorry, I don't know what my computer keeps doing that. But if you would like to take a look at what this might look like in practice, I've given you 2 samples. Okay, so this one just goes ahead, and you'll see it gives you some of the information as the student has completed this. You'll notice that, like for phonemic awareness, you didn't assess it, it's not a need. Let's say that you didn't assess some other area, you can put didn't assess, not a need. But you just go ahead, you give me your quantitative data, right? You go ahead and you give me the strengths, and then you go ahead and you combine the needs and the recommendations sections together. So this assessment chart might save you a little bit of time. Like I said, if you already started a diagnostic report, totally fine. I will take it and I will take a look at it. I've given you another sample, and this is from an actual one of Dr. Bauer's students. So she went ahead and did the same thing. You can take a look. This is from a couple of years ago, but essentially the same chart. She puts a little bit more of her qualitative data in her needs section when she does that, and in hers when she puts that you need to put a recommendation with it as well, right? So this was kind of her in-between chart, or starting to put her data in it. But go ahead and take a look at those, and you can make the decision if you would rather just do the assessment chart. There's a rubric in here as well. Essentially, it's the same rubric since most of the areas are the same. The only thing that's been taken out is the section on the descriptions of the assessments. So if you do the assessment chart, it's only going to be worth 30 points rather than, oh, look at that. I should change that right there. Rather than be worth the 35 points like the diagnostic report is. But it's still worth 25% of the grade. So, like I said, it's up to you. If you'd rather go ahead and do the chart, do the chart. If you'd rather go ahead and do the diagnostic report, go ahead and do that. But I thought I would offer you the chart because I do think it saves a little bit of time. And like I said, the next couple of weeks, kind of compressed. We have to finish up our whoppers and our meetings with our student, and then we have to shift gears to our RTI project. So you've got a couple of things going on. So I just wanted to go ahead and give you that option. So take a look at those resources.